Markandaulu Mark is an IT worker in Hyderabad, Telangana. Who wants to get married to his girlfriend, Ramya? He is a dominating individual who puts his own interests ahead of others, including that of his own family. Consisting of his mother, sisters, Veena and Gayatri, brother, Aaron, who is working in the United States, and Ramya, while coming back from a road trip from Vizag to Hyderabad. Mark meets with an accident and dies. When he wakes up, he finds himself in a strange dark place, where a man dressed in black approaches him and introduces himself as Time alias Titan. Time informs Mark that his time on Earth is over. On hearing this, Mark begs him that his company and family depend on his job for everything. He asks Time to send him back so that he can put his family and company on a much stable condition than previously, before departing the world for good. Time agrees but gives him only 3 months to get his personal life in order, based on secrecy about the agreement and on the condition that he is always accompanied by him. Thus, Mark survives the accident and returns home with Time in tow. Over the course of the next 3 months, Mark faces many hurdles in his personal life, all witnessed by Time. He is bypassed in favor of Venugopal, a young IIM graduate for the post of general manager, causing him to resign from his job in protest and leave the office. Within minutes, he receives news that Iswari fell unconscious and was taken to the hospital. He is informed that Iswari has early stages of Parkinson's disease and is recommended to take her to US for further treatment. Time also makes Mark realize that all his savings will run out soon. Therefore, Mark resumes his job again. Mark's elder sister, Veena, for whom he was finalizing an alliance with his father's best friend, Krishnamurthy's son, disagrees on the marriage. Before his eyes, she leaves home with her boyfriend. Within minutes, Aaron returns home and tells him that he lost his job in the USA. Mark further finds out that Aaron is in a live-in relationship with an Indian-American girl named Andrea, who introduces herself as Mahalakshmi. Aaron berates Mark for always interfering in his life decisions and gives him an ultimatum to either accept his love or expel him from the house entirely. Based on Veena's decision, the next morning, Mark fixes the marriage between Krishnamurthy's son and his youngest sister, Gayatri, who accepts in order to save her brother's reputation despite wanting to study abroad. Weeks later, Mark is insulted in the board meeting for being absent during a discussion. He rants about it to Time in a bar and is overheard by his MD. Mark's idea works and the company makes a high profit. The MD moves to become chairman and Mark becomes the managing director, thus reaching higher than his ambition. He brings Iswari home and is shocked that Iswari is aware about Veena's relationship and manages to convince Mark to accept them, which he does on realizing with Time's help that Krishnamurthy's son had a relationship with another woman who was pregnant with their child, and he and Krishnamurthy were forcing her to undergo an abortion. He then cancels Gayatri's wedding and allows her to study further. He carries out his responsibilities with humility and is no longer dominating as before. He also spends more time with his family and enjoys with them. He also pays the tuition ahead in full for Gayatri's graduate program in Switzerland. 10 days before the end of the 3-month period, Mark, realizing that his death is near, pledges his organs. The same night, Mark confesses to Time that he had cheated somebody 7 years ago in the hopes of securing his current job and completely regrets what he had done. Time reveals that Venugopal was the brother of Madanagopal, whom Mark cheated 7 years ago to get the job in an interview. Time says that Madanagopal got the better life, which was actually planned for Mark. That was also one of the reasons why Venugopal superseded him to being general manager. Time realizes that Mark's reformation is genuine and offers to accompany him to heaven, which he accepts wholeheartedly, while he walks with time to heaven. It is shown in parallel on earth that he has died peacefully in his sleep.